Hello, my name is John Shuford with the Alternatives to Violence Project. The Alternatives to Violence Project started in 1975, and since that amount of time there have been over 10,000 volunteer workshops done in prisons for inmates. These workshops are about 18 to 20 hours long, and they have proven to be very successful. Research has shown that self-image, anger, social skills, pro-social skills have been greatly improved by the experience of an Alternatives to Violence workshop. So the question many people will say, how can someone change that quickly in that short amount of time? And I want to give you a demonstration of how this occurs. So let's say that this is the negativity that a person experiences. Negative attitude, negative behavior, and with a lot of inmates is pretty obvious. What happens to many people when they're traumatized when they're young is that to protect themselves, they close off. And that means they close off from their emotions. And if I close off from my emotions, then I can't understand what your emotions are. I can't have empathy. And that's where a lot of the criminal and problem behaviors come from, is that people don't care or don't have a sense of what somebody else is going through. So what happens with AVP, and it's pretty universal, that we create a container of respect, safety, affirmation. And when the inmates feel this sense of safety, they can let their barriers down. And now they can take an honest look at themselves and who they really are. And then they become open to new ideas, new skills, new attitudes, and that's how transformation occurs. Someone said to me once, how can that happen in 18 hours? And my response was, you know what trauma will do in 5 minutes? Trauma will change your whole life. Well, AVP will do just the same. So let's say that this in here, this T is the negativity within a person. You know, you can go through therapy, you can talk about it, and what happens is you spill some of it out, but still most of it is still there. So what AVP does is through the experience of safety and connection and trust, we'll say that is this white water. Okay? So when they experience it, what happens is, look what happens to the container. And as they experience more and more of the workshop, what happens is it begins to change them inside. And this happens not just on a cognitive level, but it happens on a subconscious level, what people call the limbic system. And that's where our emotions and our behavior come from. So the end result, after experiencing this kind of a weekend, is they are transformed. So it's interesting that we have known AVP works for many, many decades, but research in neuroscience in the brain and how it functions is now letting us know how that happens. This is a demonstration, kind of a metaphor of what happens with AVP. Thank you.